Ninja Kiwi hath massacred my boy. They've murdered the tax zone. Into oblivion, into complete and utter desolation, into destructive territories that no man has ever seen before. The tax zone, is it dead? Is it fully murdered by Ninja Kiwi? That is the question we must ask ourselves today. Now, if you're wondering, what am I talking about? Well, in the recent update, Ninja Kiwi decided that tax zone is still too good, man. They need to nerf him. So they changed his Pierce. That's the amount of balloons that we go through. For example, this one single tack will go through one balloon, into the next one, and then stop. That's 2 Pierce. If you just have 1 Pierce, you hit 1 balloon and then you stop, right? It's different from damage, which is knocking a green balloon down into a red balloon, for example. But either which way, they knocked his Pierce down from 4 to 2. They have halved it. Halved it! So this is after just complete and utter destructive action towards the tax zone in pretty much every single update for the past, 10 frickin' updates. They just keep killing it further and further and further. So my question to you guys is it terrible now? Is it garbage now? So what I wanted to do is I wanted to test it out, and I wanted to try to do a tax zone 2 Megapops challenge. This is a challenge where we try to get 2 Megapops on Chimps mode with only 1 tower, realistically. We still get to buff them and do other things, but generally you're trying to use the 1 tower to get all the pops, all 2 million pops out of the approximately 2,040,000. Okay, so you can only allow your other towers to get about 40,000 pops before you start to lose the game. So unfortunately, to make this strategy happen, you need to make sure you have lead popping power, because a tax zone has 0 lead popping power all the way through. Every single upgrade, all the way up into including a 5th tier. Still no lead popping power. That was another change that Ninja Kiwi did to us. So what I have to do is I have to build an alchemist. Alright, just to pop leads. So I'm going to put them down here. We're going to try not to steal too many pops, and I think one of the main ways we're going to try to not steal too many pops is by only getting up to a 4/0/0 alchemist. But this guy is needed to pop leads, at least for now. I could eventually move him away or something like that with the heli pilot to try to steal less pops, but the problem is you kind of need him to get more pops, because this is the main buff that gets him better. So there's certain towers on certain maps that you can kind of position them in places that makes it so it doesn't steal that many pops. This is not one of those maps. No matter where I put the alchemist, it's going to steal some pops on this map. I could put him right next to him, I could put him wherever, but just kind of the way it is right now. So the main goal for us is just to kind of make sure this guy doesn't reach 40,000. That's kind of it. And I also built this spike factor to make sure I've got my camp detection for now, which is something I definitely want to keep in mind. It'll be a nice savior force. I also had to get smart spikes to make sure that I don't get this guy to throw spikes all the way over in this general area, because Moabs and oh my gods and everything will just slurp them right up. And we got to think long term here too. All right, so no camp detection yet. Hopefully this smart spikes is enough for us, and then I think I'm gonna go straight for my primary villages. So let's do it like this. Let's go for one village here. And I'm going to go for, believe it or not, a second village right next to him. One of these has to be a middle path, and one of them has to be a top path, but I don't need the other cross path, so it's kind of just a wasted, almost squandered, weirdo village, because I need 2 third tiers to make this work. I know, it's kind of weird to imagine, not getting cross path on a village. If you're getting it, you usually get a 2-2, or a 2-0-2, or a 0-2-2. I mean, they all make sense. Not in this situation. So I kind of want to throw it out there really quickly that this overdrive tax shooter, just reasonably buffed, is actually really, really good. I mean, we're soloing through around 45. I mean, with the weird upgrade helpers here, right? We usually would not get a radar scanner and a primary mentoring separate villages here. That's kind of a lot of wasted money. We do want to get this guy, and then unfortunately we do not want to buy the other upgrades. This will steal a lot of pops long term if we get these guys, even though it will help them out against the Moabs and reinforce Bloons. So we're going to sacrifice that and say, nah. We want to go for tax zone as soon as we possibly can. It's $21,600, but honestly, I don't think we're going to have trouble getting that guy. I think the money's just going to flow in, because this is just kind of a domination fest right now. I mean, check this out. This is not like the Bloons are barely making it through on the 3rd run around here. No, we're popping them as soon as they walk in, as soon as they get in range of the tax zone. Even these reinforced freaking ceramics dying easily. So you can see the power of the overdrive in the early game is really good. If you're willing to get the right upgrades and get the right cross paths and everything, he's still solid. That's not an argument. All right, tax zone is up on round 56, and you can see right now, this still looks pretty solid. I mean, mobs are going down right away. Bloons are getting destroyed. I am not upset with an early tax zone. Now, again, everything invests into this one tower right here. So, like, he better be pretty good, right? I think I also want to go for my MIB here. I don't think we're going to get it in time for round 59, but we are still getting some acidic mixture dip action, which means we should be able to pop most leads here. And if we can't, then we lose. So I guess that's, yeah, an interesting thought. Never thought about that. I don't have camp protection on my elk here. So, get some safe mixture dip. There we go. Okay, get it again, get it again, get it again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's there at the wrong time. Get it again. Get it again. Okay, this could be a luck thing. Okay, it stays there until you attack enough. Question is, it is enough. Woo! All right, and then we get the mib. One like millisecond too late right there. Either which way though, things are still going fantastic. Let's watch it BFB. We'll watch round 63 and see if we're just as good against Bloons as we are against Moabs. But don't forget that we can buff this guy, but most of the buffs that we get from now on are not super buffs. Like, this is a pretty super buff. This is a pretty super buff. But all the rest of the buffs cost a lot of money to make happen, right? And these are cheapos. Cheapos for the amount of money, like, extra popping power you're getting. But if we want to go anything bigger, it's 15K for an engineer. It's, like, what, 20-something thousand extra? 21,000 extra for a call to arms. Then if we want to go homeland, even crazier. So the question is, should we instead go for a permabrew? All right. That is a reasonable question. Ooh, check this out. Round 63, ceramics going down easy. All right, this is what I'm going to do. As long as we're not losing a ton of pops to needing to build something like a spike factory to help me defend, I'm going to wait this out. I'm going to see if we can survive until we can get a perma brew. It's $60,000 away. So, I mean, we're looking at like around 84, 85 get here without spending a single dollar until then. And sometimes it's better to go for ninjas and glues and other things instead to make you do better. But I am not sure about this one. We'll wait and see. We are still going quite strong here. Not ridiculously strong, just quite strong. He's still hanging on. Alchemist still stealing some pops here and there. Nothing ridiculous. Spike Factory not really needed so far. So this guy's doing everything. And we have $42,000 saved up. If you're just looking at getting a tax zone in the early part of the game here, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, at all. Okay, this is a great tower. Now, of course, we're playing on an easy map, in a great spot where this guy should be pretty gosh darn dominant. I don't want to lessen that fact right there, but overall, I'm happy. I'm very happy with what we currently got. This is even the biggest balloon in the game. Let's see how we do. All right, the Zoma got layer, super duper easy. Ceramics on the inside, definitely not fantastic, but still, I'm not upset, man. I'm not upset with the tax zone until round 80. Now, once we get to 81 plus, this is where things get interesting, because MOBs and BFBs don't really get that much stronger necessarily, but the ceramics on the inside do, okay? Each one of these ceramics is going to be significantly stronger, and if the tax zone's weakness is that ceramic layer itself, they're just going to be absorbing these tax. The pierce is now gone. That 4 going down to 2 is pretty horrible, and that was around 81. We're already struggling. We really have to hope that this permabrew is going to change the game for us. All right. Now, in most situations, you're not getting a permabrew. I want to throw that out there as well. I'm throwing a lot of things, man. I know. It's just one of those days. We got to throw things around. And then if we can't survive, though, we'll have to get like a glue gun, something low and cheap that'll help us survive here. Ice Tower, Ninja, glue gun, or something like that. Ooh, look at these reinforced balloons. Ooh, you can see the big difference there. All right, only 10K away, though. I think it's going to be done. Unless we lose to a really weird reinforced rush, I think we're going to get a permabrew. And then we'll see if we can ride that guy into the sunset here. All right, you guys know how I like to ride things. We like to ride magic carpets. We like to ride into the sunset. We like to ride pretty much anything else you could imagine, you know, and roller coasters, women. Oh, what? Who said that? No, well, we're gonna be moving on into, yeah, we like to ride good towers into round 100, into chimps mode here. All right, permabrew is gonna be. Bump, 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 bump. Come on, money, 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 me, money, me, money, me. Chris likes to ride money. Yes. Okay, this is good. All right, I am not complaining so far. I know that when you first look at it at first glance, 4 down to 2 sucks. But you got to remember that these buffs exist, and they're going to be buffing them pretty hard. But we have to watch. Will this guy still be able to clear through round 95, 96, 98, 100? Those are some tough rounds. Round 98 in particular is the one that's scaring me, though. Reinforced balloons in the middle of a bunch of balloons without that much microing capabilities at this point. But now we start to build some things that are just going to make us a smidge better. If I can afford it, call to arms. If I can't afford it, glue gunner, ninja sabo, maybe even a nice tower here and there. I don't know, we'll see. I'm kind of like running out of money at this point. I can't buy all of that stuff. Or if I do, it's going to be really, really late game. So, yeah, here we go. 4 Zummergurts. Done. Easy. DDTs now. So the good news is we do have that MIB. We got that early on, so we could pop some of the leads. We don't really need it anymore, because now we have a acidic mixture dip with this guy, but I still wanted to go for the call to arms. Anyways, it's not actually a waste of money. Made me realize, though, that I probably should have actually went for my monkey business early on, and then I could have bought my second village for a cheaper price. Ooh, a great way to save money. But wasted. A little bit of squandering done from us, but nothing insane or stupid or anything. Right, still not getting mega pops. That's awesome. I love to see it. 3,300, bro. Love it. Got to keep it under 40k, so we're not even close. And this guy's still, again, not doing anything. Tax Zone is deleting everything. And Call to Arms is going to be up here on round 92. Woo! All right. So this is without any other supports so far. Oh, but these Bloons are getting pretty far. All right, they're going to wrap all the way around here. Woo! That's kind of scary. So we got 94, 96, 98, all the biggest Bloon rounds. But Call to Arms. All right, DDTs, deliciously destroyed. So one thing to keep in mind is a lot of people complain that Tax Zone doesn't have lead popping power anymore, the DDT popping power. I think it's relatively fair. I liked that change. This Pierce droppage, though, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point, because I'm stuck between SJB and the fan base is basically where I'm at, because a lot of people were complaining about this, and so far with the buffs I don't see a problem. All right, this guy's not going to solo everything. It feels bad to get a nerf on top of a nerf on top of a nerf on top of a nerf, but maybe it was too good to begin with. Maybe it's just a fact. All right, let's use that ability. All right, melt those Zummergurts. That was not too shabby. But this is also a lot of buffs, guys. Don't forget that a Permabrew Call to Arms combo, I mean, we give this guy to just about anybody else, and he's going to be doing a pretty good job as well, right? On top of the fact that we get this primary mentoring. There's a lot of other better options, is probably the issue now. He went from toppest of top S-tier, S-class, non-stop, to maybe B, C. I don't think I could go D here. We're still winning, but you know, it sucks to have that happen to you. So we're going to go for another ninja. We're going to throw him on the bottom down here. We're going to go bonk. Little quick bonkage. We're also going to go for an overclock if we can afford it. It's going to be Dwight here. Probably get it on round 98 or something stupid. So, yeah, we're going to do that. And then realistically, it's a little bit about timing at this point. A little bit about timing. Because if I use this too early, I won't get it back for the Zomagods. If I use it too late, then I won't get it back for the next round when I need it. It's kind of upsetting, actually, because 97 is going to be tough. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a lot of Bloons. Ooh, that's a lot of Bloons. All right, luckily, we still end up surviving. Woo! We're at 1.5 million pops so far. Nobody's stealing much. And overclock, actually, will be afforded before round 98. That's good news, because I will be able to actually use this guy on round 98. All right, let's see if we can do this without any abilities. I have a feeling we can. These are reinforced ceramics, but there's not very many of them. Oh! Spike Factory saves the day. That's why you build them, man. That's why you always just build them. All right, overclock, ready to go. This is going to be all about timing again. If we do it too early, they're going to run out. If we use it too late, we might pop too many things at once and have problems with that. So it's definitely tricky. I kind of want to use it just on the Zomagods and just destroy the Zomagods. If we can get rid of them fast, we'll be totally fine. So we're gonna go boom, boom. Double combo here. We're popping all the Zomagods and everything all at once. We're popping all the Moblades, but now we got ceramics up the wazoo. Let's slow it down here. All right, I got $7,000 here. I could possibly go for glue or something like that if we cannot survive. Homeland Defense is going to wear, or Call to Arms is going to wear off soon, though. And it looks like we do end up, ooh, barely hanging on there through round 98. Oh, I don't know if that was even good timing. Uh-oh, 99, though. Uh-oh. DDTs? I mean, usually we're doing good against those guys. All right, 1.97 million pops. I think this is going to be easy. The bad should be one of the easiest Bloons for the Tax Zone, especially if we use our abilities at the right time. All right, let's overclock here. Once we get on top, we're going to go kablamo, and then we're going to save this guy for kablamo, and watch the pop count just skyrocket here. We're going to get 2,000, 3,000 pops a second. That's insane. We're going to break 2 million as soon as we pop that bad balloon, and all the balloons on the inside just get obliterated. We end up with 2,034,530. So does this mean that the tax zone is still a great and fantastic and automatically good tower? Not necessarily. It just means that we're going to have to make sure we keep up with the buffs. If we don't buff him, you're going to have a bad time, okay? That's the best way I can explain it. Make sure you're buffing him, and you'll be all right. The main issue for me, though, is that if you don't get a perma brew, this guy is not going to be owning everything hardcore at all. In fact, I should probably do a run where I test that out. Maybe I should, but not today. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you press that like button, make sure you subscribe, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.